Hello, welcome to Monday Night Live 126. It's back on, we're rolling. So I need retraining, of course, because it's the new year and I'm hopeless. And so why don't we just do this? Let's just get into it. Righto, giant night tonight. Giant night. I've got something stuck to the back of my page. I don't know what that is. Something I had to do that I've done. Let me see if I can get the bin. Missed the bin. Righto, so Monday Night Live. Let me see if I can get these comments up. They're rolling. We got comments. It's amazing what you can do even after forgetting everything. So, yes. So, big night tonight. 6,000. We're going to do a quick lease update. Not that I'm trying to grow this page. I really actually want to keep it really small. But Golden Spur Mining, we do a lease update before the show, before most shows, unless I'm ready really incredibly late. So yes. So yeah, let's just see. It looks like YouTube is working. I don't know whether it is. Yes, it is working. So, yes, so YouTube is working. Someone mentioned YouTube wasn't working. It may have been a fraction behind the 8 ball. So, I hope everyone had a phenomenal Christmas, fantastic New Year, all geared up for Australia Day tomorrow, or an extended long weekend. GemQ, Wedderburn Jamboree. We're going to do a big thing on Wedderburn next week. So we're all geared up. What have we got on tonight? We're going to give you a bit of a lease update. I think we've got to give away these backpacks. All right, let's rip it out of the plastic. These are cool backpacks, right? So these are Garrett backpack, right? Phenomenal little backpack, all molly, all tactical, what have you. One of them to give away tonight to one lucky punter. So that's what's happening prize tonight. All you need to do is make a comment on the YouTube or on the Facebook to go into the prize. We're going to do training updates. I'm going to play you a ridiculous video that tells you absolutely nothing about the upcoming 6,000. But I'm going to play it anyway because it's 20 seconds long. But it's a teaser video when stuff's already teased. So we're going to talk about the 6,000 in all the detail I can get to. So yes. So let's just go here. Let's just have a look at it here. Yeah, it looks live. People are telling me that people are telling me it's not working on YouTube, but I can see it on YouTube. I can see the comments on YouTube. So the people on YouTube will see a lot of restream bots. That means that they're the comments coming from Facebook. It was a job that I need to write down to see if I can change that. So it says something like Facebook comment or something like that. But anyway, it's there for your enjoyment to drive everybody balmy. See, this is the chat box. See here? Working on YouTube. Good. Happy day. So that's the little chat box I see. So we'll leave that up there for a bit. So let's start with the lease update. Actually, we're not going to leave that up there for a little bit. We're going to have a look at this fella here. So this is a post I've put up last few days. That's some gold, right? Some nice looking gold. That all came from the lease. I am blocking it. So that all came from the lease. So what we've done out to the lease is we've put a decent sized dam in. Well, it's not a decent sized. It's a little dam in comparison to dams. So from a lease update, what we did, that looks like a lot of gold, right? And people think, oh, look, D, that's so impressive, right? And it is impressive. There's no doubt about that. However, there is really only about $3,000 profit in that without paying me. So I worked out there for probably 4 or 5 weeks to achieve that. So I'm on about $500 a week. So, you know, it's very impressive, and all we want to do is pay its way to get the dam, because it's that's the, you know, we've still got a lot of gear stockpiled there. So yeah, so, but people say, oh, I'm rolling in it. Well, not really. So it's impressive. It's cool to hold, but it's also cool to sell as well, so to get rid of. So the of course, I've got to pay 5% royalties on that, and you know, I've got a rent bill due, and I've got a this, and I've got a that, and I saw a show about beavers building a dam the other day. That's about what we were. So happy day. So we've put that dam in. It'll give me a bit of water security. Yeah. So yeah. Now, so let's go back here, because we're going to skip. I listed the 6,000 last. I'm going to play you this video, right? I know you've probably all seen it, but this is so I'll show you the official release that we've seen. Sorry, I've just got to get this lined up here. We'll just turn off that photo there, and we'll turn on that one there. So this is the official release from Minelab over there. GeoSense we'll talk about in a minute. All gold, all soils, all the time. This is the video. Right, so there's the video, right? That's what's been officially released in Australia, okay? So, I can't say too much about it. Well, I can, but I can't, if you know what I mean. So, let's just talk about this logically, okay? My guesstimates are a very educated guesstimate, so I'm going to guess a lot. So the guesses are going to be my guesses, my thoughts on the thing. They're not going to be official releases. They're not going to be anything like that. So when I look at it, right, it's a 6,000. So it's going to sit performance-wise between the 5,000 and the 7,000. If it was going to be better than the 7,000, they would have called it an 8,000, right? So price-wise, right, again, it's a 6,000. So it's going to be between the 5,000, which is $5,500, right, and the 7,000, which is $9,500. So I reckon it's going to sit somewhere between 7,500 and 8,500, right? Logically, that's where it's going to be sitting, right? So, as all machines, right, it's going to perform better. I've got to read some of these comments. It's going to perform better than any machine on SunGold. It's going to perform worse on some gold than some machines. Yes. So there is a lot of information on the web, and the South Africans and the Middle East and all this sort of stuff, right? There has been nothing officially released in Australia about the 6000, except for those two pieces of information. So, what I have looked at is in this photo here, this one here, right? GeoSense PI, right? Now, that is going to be the most interesting thing, and that's what they're trying to, that's what we're talking about, this MF5, I believe. I'm not completely up with MF5, but I believe that this GeoSense runs on that. And I think the GeoSense is a more advanced ground balance, a more automated ground balance, is what I can sort of gather by watching South African and Middle Eastern people. So that's sort of where we're at, okay? Now, there's going to be releases, I would expect, every week to stir up. The MF5 is a military detector. Okay, don't worry about that. I have to go and have a look at the MF5 sort of thing. So, and we can see the shape of the machine and what have you with that picture there. It looks like the handle looks like they've gone down the, looks very similar to an Equinox or a Gold Monster handle. Underslung, a bit like a Z, but sort of a cross between a Z and a 5 box. Looks like there's a battery on the back of it by the look of that picture. Like, this is all that's out, okay? And yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. So, what I can tell you is that this has been such a muck up because, from what I understand, is that people have released information that they shouldn't have released information. So it's supposed to be cloak and dagger stuff. So yeah, and it's not. So let me just bring you in here. Where is it? Where is it here? Where it is? Here we go. Here, look. So MF5. I just rolled over and had a look at the MF5, right? So let me just drag this down a little bit here so you can see what's going on. So yeah, I knew what the MS5 was. It's the SDC, the military SDC. So I don't know about multi-frequency digital technology. I don't know whether that's got it in there. So I can't completely explain that. So yeah, it's not an MF5. It's not an MF5 carcass. That's an SDC carcass. I know it folds down small, and as I always say, until I've got one in my hand and I've tried it, right, I'm not going on what people are telling me. I'm not going on rumours. I'm not going on any company's testing, including Minelab's testing. We'll do a test on it. We'll have a look at it, and yeah. So, but that's the problem. That's why it's been so disjointed. That's why you're seeing stuff from overseas, is because none of this stuff was supposed to be released, right? It was supposed to be some sort of marketing plan and all laid out, and you're supposed to get teasers and not know anything about it, and it's yeah, that's why it's all been mucked up. So why the big secrets? I don't know, Steve, but it is big secrets. It's secret school. We're playing for sheep stations, and in Minelab's case, there'll be a few bucks in it. So yeah, so I don't know why, but yes. So as far as release dates, don't know. Couple of months, 3 months, 4 months, that sort of time frame. Don't know. Nothing official. I know it's pissing off their Aussie customers. Mate, it's annoying the hell out of me. You should have seen some of the conversations I've had. Well, you wouldn't have seen them because I were on the phone, but some of the conversations I've had with a couple of the Minelab, well, one of the Minelab guys, about like getting information about a new machine from, you know, the Arabian Peninsula and South Africa. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, yeah. So, it's, yeah. It's, yeah, people were asking about the 6,000 months ago. There was nothing officially confirmed about it. Minelab would not mention a word on it. And as I said, they're developing 6 machines at a time. Who knows when they're going to be released? There was someone that got up me the other day that said it wasn't coming. I said, no. I never said it wasn't coming. I said that they're always developing new machines, and every metal detecting company in the world is developing new machines. Except for White's. I don't think White's is developing anymore. But but yeah, so they're all developing new machines. There's no doubt about that. It's just a matter of, you know, that machine could have been 3 years away. Anyway, so thanks for joining us. There's a lot of people here. Tonight's prize is a Garrett backpack, really good quality backpack, little backpack, great for putting your detecting gear in, I suppose. They're $165, these backpacks. The bag's probably a $99 bag, and then this bit here is probably much more expensive because we all like a bit of Garrett gear. So Carrara Nugget Hunt is coming along. Joshy talks about this. The Carrara Nugget Hunt is the weekend before I would expect it to be the weekend before the World Championships, which are coming up in September. The dates are up on the World Championships site. So there's early bird tickets are up for sale on the World Championships now. So big happy birthday too to Smoky Prospecting. Scotty's having his birthday, and while we're doing shout outs, Matty Hahn, I've been thinking about you a lot, mate. I don't want to say too much, but mate, I'm glad things are going a bit better for you, mate. So love your work. So cheers to you, brother. So yes, so yes, so happy birthday to Scotty. The Smoky Prospecting, we like that here. Righto, so has anyone got any questions for the 6,000 that I might be able to answer? Because I do sort of have the, you know, yeah. Yeah. Phil, will there be live footage for the World Championships? Last time we ran into issues with the live thingos. One of the worst shows I've ever done was the Monday Night Live from the World Championships. I was going to do it live. It really, everyone got on stage and froze, and it was. So coil sizes. On the 6,000. I think there might be a 13 or 14 aftermarket coil. Not an aftermarket coil, an extra coil you can buy. And then there's two coils. I think there'd be a 17-inch and a 11 or something like that. So so people are talking about price. Justin, thinking of you too, mate. That's a rough day. So, mate, glad you're here. Turn your mind off a little bit. So, I think you're probably going to be saving between a 6,000 and 7,000. I think you're going to be saving sort of $1,500, $2,000 cheaper on the 6,000. So, yeah. So, yeah. I don't think it's waterproof. I haven't seen anything about waterproof, so I don't think it'll be an SDC. I don't think it'll be waterproof like an SDC. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, but yes. So, no, I'm almost 100. I'm almost 95% positive you can't put GPX coils, like you can't put a Nugget Finder or a Coiltech coil on a 6,000. I think it's like the 7,000. The coil will need to be developed. So, yeah. So, I think pinpointers are arriving tomorrow. I think yeah. So, yeah. I think back to the waterproof thing. I think it might be rainproof. I don't know. See, none of this has been released in Australia officially yet, so I don't want to say things that are not right. So, it's been yeah. It's yeah. It's just how I yeah. So, yeah. Like, there's people here saying, complete, and this is the problem, right? I've sat here and I'll let you know a secret. I know a little bit more than what I'm letting on because I have to, right? There's information in this feed now that I'm looking at this feed, these comments, that is completely wrong. It's wrong. The information you're getting from the feed is wrong, right? I know it for certain, okay? There's dealers in Australia putting out wrong information, right? Not many of them. But the information that's floating around, and I don't really mean dealers, sorry. I've misspoken there. Not dealers, but I saw an article the other day that the 6,000 was going to be cheaper than the 5,000. Well, that's not going to happen. Like, this big article written by someone who I thought had half a brain, right? And that all this stuff, and it's like wrong. You know, there's every post you see that's not from a dealer, right, is wrong. Like, I guarantee I've read 2 articles, big long articles, where they went through all this stuff, and I was like, wrong. Like, yeah. Yeah. So, it's just not right. Donnie Pasco's in the house. The big Don. So, yeah, so Donnie, lots of people asking about the nugget hunt. Yes, so Big Don's in the house. So, yeah. Yep. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I can only release information that's been released by Minelab. And let's just leave it at that. And I can guess at the rest, right? So, that's all I can do. Guess at the rest and release the information that Minelab leaves. So, yeah. So, see, is the GPX 6000 20% deeper than the 5000? I don't know. No idea. So, yeah. Would I buy the 6000? Yes, I would buy the 6000. Let me tell you why I'd buy the 6000. It's lighter. I watched the Arabian Peninsula video or the South African video. It's lighter. So for my wife, for instance, I was talking to a guy today about it, and he was a older guy, not quite as strong as he used to be, and it was like, well, dude, it's lighter. So I think it's like over a kilo lighter than the 7. So I think it's about the same as the SDC. So yeah. Have I got the upgraded SDC? No, I'm still. Well, the missus is still running the lightweight, the original SDC. Well, the original battery pack, new machine, original battery pack. So yeah, so but I'm bored with the 6,000. So yeah, yeah. So we might leave the 6,000. Is everyone finished with the 6,000? So yeah, it'll outperform the 5,000. So I believe so. How was my holiday? There's a better question. How's my holiday? I had a great time holiday. I've really only been back less than a week, only a few days. Had a few days down the coast with my had a few days down the coast with my parents. You know, that was enough. Then out to the lease with the family. So yeah, fantastic little break, and I feel quite tired because I've been up and down a machine for the last sort of 4 weeks, sort of thing. And then yeah, but I'm quite fresh in the head. So while we're talking about oh god, covers for machines. Who was that? Ivan. Oh god, I want to strangle some people. Some covers are coming through next in the next week, maybe this week. Yeah. So covers are very hard to get for some reason. I'm pulling my hair out. So yeah. Righto, so giant year this year. Let's start with a bit of what we're doing with training, okay? So lease training will start in February, okay? We are going to open the lease up probably 3 or 4 times this year just for general camping. Come on out, have a ball, sit around a campfire, have a few beers, right? It'll be a much smaller cost than the training, right? But we are going to offer, I've committed to 6 free training sessions at Warwick in the GPA, right? And it is open for all, no cost, absolutely free, okay? We will stand there, I will show you how to gold pan, I will show you what I look for when I'm detecting, I will tell you how I work the ground, right? We might get some special guests. I don't know those people, who remember the Garrett Day out in the bush we did about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago with Warren. We're going to try and get some special guests like that. We'll see if we can get some YouTube stars in the house. So yeah, so we're going to do that. That's going to be absolutely mental. GPA, Brad, is the general prospecting area at Warwick. So that's where a fosking area, if you like. I call them GPAs, I shouldn't. So we're going to have them. Last time we did that, we had about 150 there, right? We're going to see if we can knock that out of the park this year and get to the magic 200. Let's see if we can get 200. The 200 people. So that's going to happen 6 times. I'm going to do that, and it's going to be on a Saturday. Then I'm going to go, and I'm not going to release the dates until I book the room at the Carrara pub. So I'm going to go and have a counter meal afterwards, and sit around and have a few beers afterwards at the pub. Hold the bar up. So you cannot camp on the GPA. You can. There's free camping at the Carrara pub. So we're just going to do that. Free weekend, job done. So yes. So then beach, right? Beach training. I've been organising one of who I think is the world's best beach trainer going around, and who has starred in newspapers, TVs, all sorts of stuff. I don't know whether you know this person or not, and I'm not going to tell you who it is. But beach training will begin in February, and we will go in-depth, proper beach training. Not just throw a few coins around the place and go, this is how you turn your machine on, right? We're going to get mad with it, right? And we're going to go into some detail, and we're going to give you a run sheet of how to how to read a beach. No one reads a beach like some of these pro guys do. So we're going to let you into some real big secrets there. At the same time, with these beach things, we're going to do like a come and try a machine sort of thing. So you'll be able to roll down the beach and have a crack, have a talk to someone there. So yeah. So park training is proving a little bit more complicated because well, different council. God. Anyway, that's nothing for but for me to deal with and try and force these lunatics through to get the thing out. So yes, what we will do, actually there's a fantastic idea. Live beach training. Live beach training. So yes. We might try that actually. Looking forward to whereabouts. We're restricted a little bit to the Gold Coast and Moreton Bay beaches, but we'll probably do probably Gold Coast. We'll get down there. Some cool stuff. There's some awesome operators down there. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So that's awesome. So park training will be the same, right? We're going to get some, like what we're going to do with this training is we're going to get some phenomenal operators, right, to carry a bit of this training for us, sort of thing. So I'll be there, of course, right? And I'll be probably doing a bit of the paperwork training and all that sort of stuff. But really, we're going to have these experienced operators on the ground who may not be comfortable talking in front of a few people, all that sort of thing, but they're very good with machines. So we're going to get these gun operators on the ground with you, and yeah, there. So yes, so that's sort of the training, right? Now we're going to be doing stacks more live stuff, stacks more videos of what we're doing, all that sort of thing. So dates will be coming out very, very soon. Now, as far as the direction that Monday Night Live is going to take, I am going to do loads and loads of stuff around training. People are talking about research and all that sort of thing. We're going to do a lot of that live training inside I'm going to try and do some sort of platform. I don't know quite how it's going to look yet, but I'm going to try and do a small group online training, right, where you guys are basically sitting on my shoulder looking at the computer, right, and we'll be able to, I'll go, this is how I do this and this is how I do that, sort of thing. So lots and lots happening there. There's new ground. We've managed to talk to a few people in the north, and I believe there's new ground opening up there. Amazing ground, right? So we are going around the government and opening up private land, pay to protect. So there'll be some phenomenal stuff there. So yes, so Mark Richards, no, I refuse to wear the budgie smugglers at the training. I much prefer the mankini, to be honest with you. So if you're okay with the mankini and not the budgie smugglers, I'm in. No, there's no number games. I guarantee to you one other thing is going to happen, right? After last year, me running one number game, I'm never running a number game ever again, right? Not happening. But I'm going to use my comment picker that I've got to win this prize. This is a Garrett backpack, very, very good quality backpack. All you need to do is make a comment in the stream. I also need to just point out two things up there. Daylight Helpline, right? And that email address comes directly to me. We've got a bit organised with our email address. So if you've got any specific questions about research and all that sort of jazz, send it to me and I'll get to it, okay? I'm not the quickest with that sort of stuff, but I get to it, okay? It's all happening. So we've got a giant year. I haven't even told you half of what we're doing this year. We're going to do more treasure hunts. We're going to mix it up. If anyone's got some sovereigns they want to sell, I want to buy some sovereigns. So, anyone got some sovereigns? Typically, I'd want detected sovereigns, but if you got some sovereigns to sell, I'm gonna get some sovereigns, and I'm going to make them disappear into the ether and tell you blokes what I've done with them. So, yes. Florins are no good. I want sovs. Gold sovs. Get the gold sovs out there. All right. Yes. Right. So, I've just come up with that idea today. I need some sovs. So, we're going to have a sovereign hunt. I thought that'd be cool, right? But it's not going to be a normal hunt. It's going to be bizarre. And these may disappear forever, or they may show up somewhere. So, yes. Righto. Oh, Trina's got a big issue here. We need to stop the show. Stop the show, everyone. Trina's got a possum trying to steal the one mango she has on a tree. Oh, stop the show. It's an issue sort of thing. So, yes. So, yeah. Camp training that's going to happen this year, do you need to have 4x4 to drive in? If you're talking about the lease training, right, you don't need a 4-wheel drive to get in there. I've had little tiny cars come in there. So, Nugget Finder, Mono, 24x12. She's a big coil. She'll wear your arm out, that fella. But it'll go deep. It'll go real deep. You'll start missing the small pieces. So, yes. So, Ian says, what would you pick between a 14 Coiltech and a 15 Evo? 6 of one, half a dozen the other. If you're putting it on a 45 or a 5, I'd go a 12 Evo. There you go. Not the one you wanted. So, right. Right, let's see. How about a tenth of an ounce? Three. So that's a 3 gram coin. What are sovs? Aren't they 5? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So. Oh, yes, so Trevor. I was going to 12. G'day, Baz, how you going? So, 12-inch Evo. All right. I forgot. Let's go back to this. Not that one. This one here. Turn that one off. And that one there. Nugget Finder 12-inch coil, right? Now, I'm not saying that coil, the 14 wouldn't have found some of that, right? But that coil is lighter and quieter, right? Nugget Finder 12-inch coil on your Z, right? It is a absolutely phenomenal coil. I've got to pull up the show again. Abu, why is there no Arabic translation? I don't know how to do an Arabic translation, Abu. So, sorry, Abu. I missed out on the Arabic translation sort of thing. So, yes. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So some strange things I get asked sometimes, and that's not very strange, but I get asked some strange things. So yes, I would put that. I would put that Nugget Finder coil on every Z if I have my choice, because it is a great coil. So yeah, buddy, Arabic. How am I going to convert it into Arabic? So yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Let me put this chat back up. I marked it, hit the wrong button. So sorry, mate. I don't know if there's a way to do. Who was that? Abu. I don't know whether there's a way to do an Arabic translation on YouTube. I don't know, mate. It's beyond my scope of powers. So, yeah. So, yes, I would definitely need a drink for that. So, yeah. We're going to do a melt. Melt your own bar, right? I'm going to take you on a journey, right, where I'm going to muck up some gold, right? I'm going to definitely muck up some gold. So, in the next few weeks, right, what I'm going to do is, I don't know whether I'm going to do it live or record it, because I feel like I'm going to screw this up completely. So, if you want me to screw this up completely, I'll do it live. If not, I'm going to have to read the instructions and get it right and do it live. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some gold out of there. Well, some of that gold that we saw on that coil then, right? We're going to melt it down, right? We're going to do we're going to melt it down, right? I've got a supplier. Oh, I shouldn't do it, but a supplier that is doing wax. I don't even know the detail yet, but we're going to do a wax ring mold of the gold, right? And we're going to pour the gold into the ring, right? And then I'm going to polish it up and make it look really, yeah. I'm going to make it look really special, sort of thing. So we're going to have a crack at making a ring out of gold you find, right? So, yes. So there will be some mistakes, right? But yes, we'll see that. G'day, Beck. Beck's here. Baz. Oh, Baz is. Baz. Yes, so we're going to make, lost wax casting. That's what we're going to do. I'm probably going to burn myself. It's probably going to be gold everywhere, but we're going to have a crack at it, right? Because the gold that I get, someone mentioned that it's nice looking gold, right? The gold on the lease, right? So, so that gold there, right? It's actually quite a low purity. It's actually 83% gold and like 13% silver. So it's like gold and silver. It's like a jewelry grade gold. It's beautiful gold to look at, but to sell it, it's this core stuff is not very, you know what I mean? You're not going to get full noise for it, sort of thing. You send it down to Grappy's and he's going to test it and he's going to go, oh, that's crap. So, but it is nice looking gold because it's jewelry grade gold. So it's right in that, 18 carat, bit better sort of thing. So, so we're going to have a crack at a ring. And I've just got on to someone who will actually sell me the kits for ring making and all sorts of stuff. We've got some cool stuff coming up. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to do it live. So, yes. So, pay dirt. So, because we're doing this work on the lease, we're getting some pay dirt, right? So, it's been mental, right? I had 50 bags, right, of pay dirt. We sold 83, right? So I had to go back to the lease and get some more gold because we ran out of gold. So it was a disaster. We didn't put a limit on how many you could sell, so we sold 80 overnight and it was like, oh crap. So yes. So can I buy one of them rings? What do you mean one of them? I'm only doing it once, Smokey. So Smokey Prospering wants to buy one of them. I'm not doing 6, mate. I'm going to muck up one and probably end up throwing it into the gold melt to make a bar, because I reckon I can make a bar. So, but anyway, there's not going to be 6. Anyway, we might have to work something out. Smokey, you might have to come down and give me a hand to do it. There we go. Do 13. I'm not doing 13 rings. I'm not. Isn't that the? What's that? What's that? 13 of them. So, anyway. Yes, one of the nugget bags, at least one of the nugget bags, I think I did 2 actually, will, like, there may have been a 1.5 or 1.7 grammer in the bag. There may have been a couple of them going around. So, yes, so that's happening sort of thing. So, I'm a bit nervous about that. I'm a bit nervous about that one. So, anyway, we'll just melt some gold and throw it and, yeah. So, it's a ring for the wife. Yeah. I don't think it'll look that sharp, to be honest with you. I think it's, yeah. But anyway, we're going to have a crack at it. So, righto. So, yeah. So, if we've got any questions now, I'm going to open the floor to questions. If anyone's got any questions to help out, because the goal of this show is to help you guys out. I know I chat a lot of rubbish. I say ooh, ah, all these sort of things. I make noises. So, but I'm here to help you out. So if you've got any questions, yeah. So Gold Digger Nation, we need to talk about Gold Digger Nation. This is a picture out at Warwick. Early morning, nice picture, paddock, what have you. I think one of the guys in the shop took this. I'm going to give Natalie credit for that. I'm pointing that way. Natalie's not here, but that's where she normally is. So that's a habit thing. But on Gold Digger Nation, I believe we're running a little promotion there where you can get your picture behind me on Monday night live, right? So get over to Gold Digger Nation. It's a cool page because there's no, there's no BS on there. Won't allow any BS on there. So, do I ever come to Victoria? No, I haven't been to Victoria for 2-3 years. So, but yes, I've been to Victoria a number of times, but COVID and yeah. Yes. Yes, we are able to do Nox training. Absolutely, Nox training. Yes. Do I have snake gators? Snake gators are another issue like the detector covers. I'm pulling my hair out about it, but yes. Garrett AT multi-frequency machine. So, of course, the Garrett Apex is out. It is going great guns. Lots of people finding lots of stuff with that Garrett Apex, right? So if you're after a mid-range VLF machine, it's certainly one to consider. There is no doubt in my mind that Garrett are developing a whole new range, right? There's no doubt in my mind about that. What machine comes next? I don't know, right? I don't know. So I would suspect an AT version of it, waterproof, all that sort of jazz. So yeah. So I would suspect that they're making a coil. Making a new AT machine, Garrett is. And it will be all singing, all dancing, probably fantastic on the beach, probably all right in the gold fields. That, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. So, what's your opinion on 7,000 or wait for the 6,000? Forget cost. Buy the 7,000 all day. all day. All day. The only reason to buy the 6 over the 7, if money's no object, is weight, right? Because it's lighter, right? But the 7 will outperform it. Otherwise, they called an 8,000. So the duck will be back. The duck will make regular appearances throughout the year. Yes. So any XP news? Nothing from XP. They did the pans last year, but yeah. Yes. The 5,000 waterproof? No, it's not. Yes. So right. Buy both if money was no issue. You know, I don't think you need to buy both. I wouldn't buy both. I'd probably, if I had to buy a 2 machine thing, I don't know what I'd do. 2 gold machines. I'd probably buy an SDC to go in the backpack and a 7. But yeah. Right. Garrett or Minelab? Well, that's a stupid question. Not a stupid question. I don't mean to be harsh. But different tool for a different job. So certainly at the moment, I wouldn't buy anything other than a Minelab for gold prospecting. Wouldn't do it. But for relics, I tell you what, I've said this 1,000 times, if someone says to me, I've lost a gold ring, I'll pick up an AT Pro and go and find the lost ring. So, yeah. So, it's like Holden Ford. Which pan do I like the best? Garrett Gold Trap pan. I'm a bit old school. Yeah, I'm a bit old school. I like the Garrett Gold Trap pan. Don't forget, guys, we have 6 minutes to make a comment. So even if you're new here, welcome. Welcome. You've made it to the end. It's a mission. It's normally the hardcore guys that make it to the end. Everyone else goes, oh, this bloke's a lunatic. But all you need to do is put a comment and thing, say hi, go into the draw, win a backpack, send it out to you. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday. So, what will be my minimum ounce total this year? Now, there's a good question, right? So, I've got to work it out because I work in grams. I'd like to see 35 this year. 35. Sam has asked me to pronounce his surname. I normally call him Sam Alphabet. He got quite offended by Sam Alphabet, so if it stops moving, I might have a crack at it. Sam, it's moving, Sam. It's like hitting a moving target, mate. It's very hard to hit a moving target. Sam Zizimopoulos. How do I go, Sam? Let me know. I'm going to have another crack. Maybe the S is silent. Maybe the Z is silent. I don't know. I'm not going to have another crack at it, Sam. Sorry, mate. So, Tanya. What's this? Over 2 grams in the bag. Oh, Tanya, we need photos. Tanya might have scored the bag. Did you buy a bag of pay dirt? So, yeah, very strange. You're being nice there, Trevor Nelson, saying I'm not a lunatic, but yes. So 35. If I can get 35 this year, 35 ounces by 31, right, gives me over a keg. Over a keg is what I'm looking for. So I reckon in the next couple of weeks I'll be at 200. So I've got 800 grams to find. So yeah. Let's say 840 grams I've got to find. So if I can find 840, right, divided by, let's say it's 12 months left in the year, 70 grams, 2 ounces a month. Might be an ask, but anyway. Yeah, Baz. Not Baz. Who was that? Warranty claims. Janik. Yeah, just give us a call, post it in, bring it in. Yeah, if you got a faulty problem. So, yeah. I got a bag. Hang on a minute. Luke got a bag of pay dirt. Not much gold in it. Didn't even register on the scales. Luke, contact me. Either you haven't panned it correctly, or yes, there's but gold in those bags, mate. Don't worry about that. There's more than that. So, yes. Gold out near Toowoomba. Yes, there is gold out there near the Toowoomba. How do you fix a cracked coil? No idea. Have to have a look at it. Is it cracked in the top or is it cracked in the bottom? What's going on? Thank you, Gollum. Good show. Melissa McCoy. It's a birthday. Happy birthday, Melissa. Calibrate my scales. Scales are 1 kilo increments, yes. So, yeah. Now, don't forget, guys, when I say I'm going for a kilo, right, the lease probably cost me 15 grand a year to run, right? I pay well over $1,000 a month to keep it running. The last 2 months I've been spending like I've probably spent 30 grand in the last 3 months on the lease. So, you know, I'm not looking to make a heap. I'm looking to get my money back, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Oh, I see, Paz. Baz says recalibrate your scales. No, I'd be surprised if there's not more than half a gram in each. So, at least. So, yeah. So. Righto, guys. What time is it? We're going overtime. Just backpack. Forgot about the backpack. Righto, let's run this random comment generator. This is the last opportunity. If you're new, say hi. If you haven't commented, say hi. So, yeah. Backpack giveaway. I'll post it out to you. What day? No, I can't send it tomorrow. I have to be Wednesday. So, so yeah, absolutely. So, we've got it on this machine here tonight because that one didn't. I couldn't log into Facebook. I've turned on two-factor authentication and I can't get it to work. So, yeah. Malcolm says, do you have calibration weights? No, I don't, mate. Sorry, mate. They normally come, if you get a good set of scales, they probably come with it, sort of thing. So, not necessarily a good set of scales, but a lot of scales come with a set of calibration scales. So, yeah. No gold in the backpack. It's empty. I'm going to make sure I'm going to give it a good shake out. So, yes. Stepdaughter, Tilly. How you going, Tilly? Good to see you here. So, yeah, I'm sure your scales are fine, mate. But contact me because I want to know what's going on because we've got a guarantee on that gold, so on what's in the bag. So, yeah. Who will be the first guest host this year? I don't know. We are going to have some more people on and do some in-depth stuff. Yeah. So, righto, let's see what's going on here. Let's run this. Let's run this thing here. Sorry about the delay. A bloke should have this organised well before the show happens, but he doesn't. You know, that's how it is. So, yeah. So, tonight's winner chicken dinner is Samantha Maddox. Samantha Maddox. I don't know where Samantha's from, but Samantha's, congratulations. Samantha wins tonight's prize. So, I will message you straight after the show, Samantha. And we will organise to get this out. So, congratulations, Samantha. Right, guys, thanks for joining us. Big mental year. I'm fired up. It's going to be large. We're going to be throwing prizes, flicking sovereigns into the ether. We're going to be having some fun. And I'm going to teach you how to metal detect. I'm going to teach you how to magnet fish. I'm going to teach you how to treasure hunt. And we're going to get some gold. all of us are going to get a piece of gold this year, right? And maybe a bit of silver, you know. And we're going to have a stack of fun doing it, guys. So come and join the fun, guys. See you next week. Big show next week. See you guys. Bye.
Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe and call us on the Daylight Helpline. See you next time.